Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
And today we are going to continue to paint the Star Wars Legion, Boba Fett's, and Rebel troopers here that Gretchen's painting the Rebel troopers.
Sorry.
And Dave and I are painting Boba Fett's. So
Yep.
I am painting the
Stock Boba Fett.
stock,
Yeah.
what he looks like when he comes out the box, right?
Yes.
And Dave has taken this miniature and modded it, and it looks so freaking good. I can't.
looks pretty cool.
It's
I like it.
really cool.
And he's on the spinner. But of course, we're going to cut in just as we get to these back. Now, the funny thing is, right, so I primed in black first, and then hit him with like a Zenithal spray of white. And in the close-up and in the photo that I took and put on the group
Yes.
this morning, he looks really grainy. It looks like my sort of spray can just went
Right?
and just sort of spat out little
He looks
bits of
like
paint.
Medusa.
Granulated.
Oh yeah, yeah, he
Turned
does.
to stone.
Yeah.
He totally looks like he's
Little stone man.
turned to stone or been poured out of concrete or something like that. But it's actually really smooth on there.
Huh.
Looks can be deceiving.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to do that Zenithal prime on him. Prime on him.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Get all the words together.
You can speak.
One day
I
I'll
believe in
learn.
you.
So that you can see him on the spinner and you can see all the things. So when you put that prime together, you cover up all those, all the different things that the different conversion parts that I did, basically.
Nice. We got
Very good.
Carl and James and
Cool.
Walter and many others are in the group
Oh,
already.
wow.
Thea's watching. Thanks
We're
everybody.
going.
And then over on
Hey, James.
on YouTube,
We were saying hi to James last
Walter's also there. Yeah,
Oh,
we
cool.
didn't. Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, Walter.
And then
Hey,
see if we
Thea.
have anybody on the
On the Twitch.
on the Twitch.
Twitchies.
Currently, there are no peoples watching the Twitches. That's okay.
There are no Twitches.
There's no Twitchers.
No Twitches right now. All right. So, like always, if you guys could be so kind as to share this stream in, because we are doing Legion, it'd be pretty cool to put it in some Star Wars groups. But we are also going to be giving away something from Warhammer today, like we did on Tuesday. But this time, I'm only giving away one miniature, so I kind of feel bad that it's just one miniature. But here it is. It is the Militarum Tempestus Toro Prime. Did I say that right?
Torox.
Torox Prime vehicle. So this, in order to get this or be entered to potentially get this, I need to see in the comments on either YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook the phrase 40K fanatic.
That's even longer than Fever.
Yeah, it is, man.
I don't know. Just because you're the boss, you get to have all the long hashtags. I don't get to have any long hashtags.
It's
I
a
know.
it's a
Can't have
tank
any
van.
fun.
No,
We're
it
not
is a
allowed
big band.
fun.
We're not allowed to have fun.
No.
Oh please.
Yeah, fair
Serious
enough.
business.
It is.
Are you
It
feeling
is,
better,
exactly.
James? I know you had gotten the cold or something and weren't feeling good there for a hot minute. Hopefully, you're feeling better.
I think everyone got sick this weekend.
Yeah.
I was sick.
Knock on wood.
You're getting sick. You stop that.
No,
I've been sick
doing
for a
that to-
while.
Why?
Why? I've been sick for ages.
Get yourself healed.
I didn't have time for healing.
Wow.
Stuff to do.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, funny story
Yeah.
for everybody. And this is Gretchen. We're going to say thank you to Gretchen. So while we were at PAX, and if you happen to watch the swag video that we did showing off all the stuff we brought back, one of the things we brought back was this awesome cookbook. It's called the Necro Nom Nom Nom,
And it's squishy.
and it's got a nice
That's important.
padded cover, and it's
Yep.
really cool. But inside here was a recipe.
There was a recipe.
And Gretchen went home and made something from said recipe. I'm going to find it
Good.
here.
I thought I bookmarked it.
There it is. It is the Cultists in Robes, right here. So it's
nice.
like pigs in a blanket, but
but Cthulhu.
But Cthulhu-esque.
And terrifying.
I like the
Right.
line there, serves, and rather than saying like 6 to 10 or something, to initiate the next generation.
The initiation, yeah. So you get to make your own cultist Cthulhu minions.
Yeah,
And they're
yum-yums.
lovely.
And so you made some. And
I did. I made some, and I made special for you. I used maple syrup sausage.
Nice.
And there were some pictures up there that you want to show of
Very
the
cool.
actual
And we have
minions.
some. You might want to put some paint on yours.
I know you like those.
embellish.
Sure.
Yeah.
I paint a little face on them.
Paint a little face
But
on it.
I would like to eat one.
Yes, go for it.
These.
Ah, they're trying to escape.
Yes. But look at these.
they're
This little
very-
guy. You know, he's got his little tentacles and his cloak.
Yeah, go
So
for
good.
it.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Gretchen. These are so fun. And if you want to check out more about the
Cool.
Necro Nom Nom Nom,
The nom nom nom.
I guess Google search and you'll find some information on it. But you failed me for the last time, minion.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say
good.
this could also double as like an ET. I think it's got a very
Well, see, the fun bit about them is, so the recipe says you can use any kind of breakfast sausage, or you could use croissant or biscuit. So I used croissants because I think they taste yummier, and I thought they would look better. But I'm curious to see what biscuit would look like,
Right,
Because
yep.
of the way it like puffs up different.
Sure.
So, but each of them ends up looking
good.
very unique. They all have different personalities, so you can decide who gets to live and who gets to be eaten based on that.
I'm just
So-
hobbling my minion first.
So he can't run away.
Yep, can't run away. No tentacles left. Oh wait, there's one at the back.
You failed me for the last time.
There we go. Oh, that tastes good.
Yeah, they're yummy.
That maple, that maple greatness in there.
That
It is the
that
maple
little
greatness.
bit. If I would know how to wrap them in waffle cloaks, I would. But I don't.
Waffle cloaks. Chris says that's freaking awesome.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
You know, I think
That's
they
a-
look nicer than nailed it.
Well, what's funny, Carl, is that's the first thing I said when she showed them to me when she got in today. I was like, nailed it, because we've been watching that on Netflix recently. I did not see that coming, Rick. Of course. Love
Wait,
the
was that a
holidays.
Netflix reference?
What?
Man, I'm so behind.
Yeah,
You are.
I'm always watching Netflix. Come
Yeah.
on.
Did you start watching 1983?
I have not. Well, the reason I didn't start it because one, you just talked about it on Tuesday,
Yeah. It's been a good 48 hours.
and
47
I had
hours.
So
Yeah, well.
my television viewing has been wrapped up in the Elseworlds crossover event on CW with Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl. So.
Okay.
All right, there's one more. You want to go for it?
Oh,
You wanna eat the
I've eaten
Survivor?
so many already. This bag was actually
Yeah,
full when she came, so I've had
The
a few.
Survivor.
I shall
Eat the
destroy.
survivor.
Take them out.
I'm surrounded by fools.
The ritual is complete. I don't know what happens when the ritual is complete, but we just completed it. So
Oh, Cthulhu, the elder god, has risen.
You get to summon the Cthulhu meatloaf.
That does sound good.
I actually had a friend that for Thanksgiving they made the Cthulhu turducken
Oh, Yep.
tentacle
turklucken.
thing. Yeah, that.
Yep.
Where they just stuffed the turkey with everything and then ended it with like a squid or an octopus or something. It had tentacles coming out the back end.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
Very, very cool.
I didn't eat it, but I saw pictures. It was it was interesting. I was like, oh, that looks terrifying.
That looks awesome.
That looks amazing, but also ah.
Yep.
What does Chris Cox say there? Something about Megatron or Transformers?
And I will not ever not hear Megatron with that line, "You've failed me for the last time."
You failed me for the last time. Didn't he have more of like a
In deep voice.
deep
you
like
gotta
robotic? I think they actually synth that
bring
voice.
it from within.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that one. I could probably maybe pull off a little bit of like Autobots
Roll out.
roll out, you know. But
I tend to do really well at the Disney princess voices.
oh, you are a Disney princess.
I am deep down. If only animals would help me clean my house.
Don't they? Doesn't your boyfriend invite like all his friends over, and aren't they just a bunch of animals?
I will say my boyfriend does have a fair amount of friends. One time I came home and our younger friend Nick was there, and he was doing our dishes and helped me take out the trash. I just like walked in and I was like, "Oh, is that? Oh, hey, what are you
Freaking
doing?"
animals.
Like doing. These are the kind of friends I like. I don't.
Right.
You see, we'll keep you.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, you want to help me take out the trash and do this? I can use a few like strapping young men to help me carry all of these heavy things. Because it was like my dog's old crate and all that kind of stuff. I was
Nice.
like, I can't. Ah, there we go. Dave Schrumpf knows what's going on. The that.
Fucking
Sorry.
One day I'll know how to pronounce things.
the Kerthlocken. I don't know. That's
I,
wild.
Yeah.
What is
craziness.
this? Hey, Tinny Tin. I don't need that, but I love it.
No.
Just go for it anyway. Just
Yeah.
put the tinny tin on there.
I will never do this.
Over the, well, actually, when I say over the break, I mean yesterday. Yesterday.
Like what break?
The break between
We don't have
Tuesday and
commercials.
Thursday. It's like a whole break. It's like a nice break for me. On Wednesday, I saw another article, and this time another article about brush licking.
Ah,
But this one was focused on the effect of the saliva on the brush.
oh, reducing the like damaging the hairs, right?
Well, see, I've always thought that it has the likelihood to strip the natural oils from the natural hairs, and this article suggested otherwise.
Yeah.
I didn't have a close look at the science of it because they did actually present some science.
Okay.
But yeah, I was surprised. I was like, wow, okay.
That's always fun when you find out something interesting and different. Like,
Yep.
Science.
Iona keeps coming in to adjust the camera, and I keep thinking that she's coming in to hit me over the head because of my coughing. She storms in and it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean
says,
to cough.
just got here. What is going on with the grayscale boba? That's awesome.
This one? Cool.
I'm going to assume it's that one.
Yep. Basically, what's going on with this one is on Tuesday, I converted the Boba Fett, the Legion Boba Fett that, like the one that Rick is painting, into
Also awesome.
something along the lines of, I'll put this under here, the teaser picture we've got for The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
which apparently is going to be Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Who is that?
He is an actor
Oh, well. Amazing.
who was in Narcos,
Oh, okay.
but he was also in...
Do you want to put them side by side so they can kind of see
Oh, yeah, sure.
how the change has occurred?
The changes occurred.
Yeah.
He was also in Game of Thrones. That's a good question. I keep forgetting.
He was the second actor to play.
No, he wasn't Dario Naharis.
Oh, not Dario Naharis.
So I remember the name Dario Naharis. No, he was one of he was Martell. Oberyn Martell.
Oh, he was the spear guy.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So he played Oberyn Martell. Yep. So he is apparently pegged to be playing
That's
the Mandalorian,
fun.
like the lead character.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun. Very cool. But yeah, so that's the grayscale Boba. He's not actually being painted up as Boba, but
Lucifer's beard. That is just killer.
Lucifer's beard. I like that. Dave, Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Equal is over. Yes, you got that. Nice. He is also Agent Whiskey from Kingsman. Yeah, Kingsman
That's
2.
right.
the Golden
Yeah.
Circle.
Yes. That's what I was
Very
thinking
nice.
of.
Michael, hi all, painting my Game of Thrones mountain. Yellow
awesome.
is a pain.
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you're just now joining us, everyone, we are doing a giveaway. If you, in the chat on any one of the platforms, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, if you put hashtag 40K Fanatic, you'll be entered to win after the show is over. I'm going to go through and we'll do the random number generator based on how many people do it. And someone will win the Militarum Tempestus Torox Prime personnel carrier, I guess is what it really is.
Yep.
Fancy.
Yeah. Which Dave said he loves the tracking system on this.
Totally.
So good.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
All right.
So,
I guess this will work.
Why is your arm bent in the way, little man?
So what is
Tiny,
everybody
tiny
else
guy.
working on? Everybody out there in the verse, the web verse.
the web verse.
Yeah, all of our viewers here today. What are you guys working on, guys and gals? In the arena of miniatures and paints and things.
I don't know.
Invite some folks to come watch us
All the stuff.
All the stuff.
if they are available to come.
Currently
Take a
a little
peek.
pocket of satchel that I feel if I can put on my eyeliner straight, I should be able
Yep.
to paint this small straight line.
It's getting the right angle is really what it's about.
I'm terrified. Like I go in, I can see my hand shaking.
Yep. Never be terrified.
Ryan says he's working on
But
some
good life
Tyranids.
advice.
Dave, what do you think of a Space Marine Hero blind boxes? Of the Space Marine Hero blind boxes?
I must admit, I'm not much of a blind buy kind of guy. I'm not really a gambler.
Okay.
And I think all the minis in there are really cool. They look great. The one we painted up when was that? Like 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was cool. I painted up Brother Tiberius.
Was
I think
it?
so. Yep. Might be Titus. Tiberius seems too long a name.
Yeah.
There's a guy, basically the guy who was changing the clip in his bolt gun.
Oh, okay.
Not the clip, the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but some people like to get it right. Yeah, I think they're cool. They look good. I haven't seen the captain yet, the sort of the super rare.
Right. The chase.
So what are they called? The chase.
A chase rare. Yeah.
Chase.
It's like that one thing everybody's chasing to get.
Right.
Ooh.
My daughters, on the other hand, they love the blind buy.
Yeah. It's. Do they? Excuse me. I'm getting all stuttery. But do they like those YouTube channels where the kids are opening blind box toys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the adults are opening blind box toys and all that sort of stuff. Yep. They like it because they don't have to pay for it.
Of course.
I have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I kind of like to buy things. I like to know what I'm buying.
Of course.
I feel
So
that.
it's like I love the minis. My personal approach is, oh, let me have a look at the box. I like the way that mini looks. I'll buy that one.
Carl says, I found a Happy Meal Mr. Incredible hanging around our office. I'm giving it a paint job and then I'll re-release it into the wild.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that is cool.
That is neat. You have to, yeah, make sure you post photos in the group.
Dave says, today I'm working on the ballistas from WizKids. Nice, those are really cool. And Chris says, need to finish the Legion commission, have some men off to work on.
From War Machine.
Some Kador, both from War Machine.
War Machine as well.
Have
Yep.
some WizKids want to paint. Maybe I should make a poll and see what y'all think. I think that's a great idea, man. Go into the group,
Yeah.
make a poll and say, hey, these are some things I need to finish or work on. I would probably suggest that you finish the commission. But yeah, no, that's just me.
Sure, yeah. If your payment, like if your livelihood depends on it. But if you're just doing it on the side,
That makes sense.
yep.
We got Michael Gonzalez hit the hashtag 40K fanatic in there. That's cool.
Excellent.
So we got lots of participations over here. Let's take a look. Don't see anybody on Twitch. Nobody's watching us on Twitch today.
Oh, maybe it's just a Tuesday
Ew.
thing.
Maybe.
No one participates in Twitch on Tuesdays.
No, they-
Twitch
Oh, no, they-
Tuesday?
No, Twitch on Tuesday was actually jumping.
Yep.
Today it's not. I did post up that we would be in here, but it's all good.
Yeah. Just fine. Well, I started assembling my Adeptus Titanicus models.
Okay.
That
collection.
sounds fancy.
It is fancy. It's Proto-Latin for the Organization of Titans. I think I've got no idea. I'm
The
just making it up, really.
Proto-Latin.
Proto-Latin.
Is that even a real thing?
Neo-Latin. I'm not sure. High Gothic is what it is. But,
I think
yeah,
you're
they're,
making up words.
I am making up words.
Yeah, I don't think it means anything.
You don't think it means anything?
Yeah, look it up. But
Chris says he can go to Twitch if we want.
No, it's fine. I like you guys where you're at.
Yep. That's funny. But no, the Titan. I'm building a Warhound Titan,
Okay.
or a pair of Warhound Titans,
That
which
sounds-
are, if they were,
Glorious.
if they were real,
Mm-hmm.
if they were like real and in 1-to-1 scale, they'd be.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like, it's not Latin. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Sorry.
She said you're wrong.
Being a nerd, but it's like just made up words.
That's right. It is made
It's
up
okay.
words. Yes.
We love you anyway.
No, it's
We love you and your made-up words.
It's High Gothic, which is a made-up language, made up by Games Workshop. So yeah,
Anyway, sorry.
no worries, all good. You
Sorry.
spoiled the mood.
Those minis.
Yeah,
Sorry, you were saying something, Dave?
yeah. Apparently, it's just all about the lying, fake
Fake news.
fake languages. Yes, but no. If they were real, like I think Warhound Titans would be like 60, 70 feet tall.
Good God.
But in the game, they are this tall.
What?
Wow.
And then I'll move on to the Reaver Titans, which are about this tall. And then move on to a Warlord Titan, which is about this tall.
What? Is this for Warhammer 40K?
It's like a spin-off of that. It's in the same universe, but it's a separate, just a Titan on Titan fight.
Oh, I see.
So
okay.
it's a big robots,
Okay.
big robot fighting game.
That makes sense.
So
Cool. See what we got going in the chat. Chris has said, "Ow, I'm in 2 spots. I don't even know how to get on Twitch." James, it's all good, James. I see you, Chris. All
made
right.
an appearance on Twitch.
All right.
They can go back to Facebook.
That's funny.
Rick will be confused.
It won't let me comment there. We saw something. If that were me, I'd have more paint in my hands than on the figurines.
All right.
That's Regan. She's a hyper nerd. Yeah, she's awesome. Ashley says the wrinkled palette paper is seriously triggering me right now. The wet palette paper is wrinkled is all like, no. It's like, make your bed. The sheets are wrinkled.
If I could get like a fitted fitted parchment sheet.
Right.
How awesome would that be?
That would be
You
hilarious.
could probably cut some. You could
Nah.
probably, no.
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 He's like, I don't.
I mean,
don't
it's
need
shaped perfectly for
I'm
this, but
I'm
when you
gonna
put it on there,
steal
it wrinkles.
some of
please.
this.
It doesn't.
Consider it stoled.
I'm sorry.
that. So Regan was showing me some photos last night of some artwork that her dad has done.
Okay.
Her dad is freaking phenomenal. Painter,
Yeah.
sculptor. He had like a Hunchback of Notre Dame statue that he had made.
Oh, cool.
It was really good. So. All right.
And apologies for triggering.
Triggering Ashley.
Yeah.
Ashley, if you want to just come over and like smooth it out, we ain't gonna stop you. It'd
Yeah.
probably be cathartic. It'd be
Just
like,
kinda
relaxed.
Bash through the doors.
Yep. We're in Timonium, Maryland.
Wait, what?
Come visit us.
Jeez, Dave, don't give our secret location away like that.
Rick's only been doing it for the last 18 months.
That's true.
Just saying.
Here in sunny Timonium, Maryland, home of Alsonic. And there's a,
So here's a Sonic.
We're kind
There's
of,
the fairgrounds.
there is the
fairgrounds.
fairgrounds.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, they're just up the street.
we're not too far away from McCormick Spices.
Yeah,
World renowned.
there
We're
are some
having a
days.
lawsuit right now.
There are some days when you when you smell it.
Way to bring it down there.
No, it's actually a really
It's a-
funny.
yeah.
It's a funny lawsuit.
So in Pittsburgh, there's a rival spice company that created New Bay, spelled B-A-E, yeah, as kind of like a tongue-in-cheek reference to Old Bay, and it's apparently a knockoff.
Right.
So McCormick and the makers of Old Bay, since they bought that company way back when, have decided to go to bat, and they are suing New Bay because they say that it's obviously a branding off of them, and people will get confused and blah 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 blah, and they are demanding monetary compensation and also the destruction of all things branded and or associated with New Bay.
New
And
Bay.
of course, it comes out of Pittsburgh. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
you already have that rivalry going.
Yep. Crazy.
Ashley says, no worries. James says, I'm watching on YouTube as well. Sweet. Thanks, everybody. Reagan says, I am strangely triggered by the lack of paint on your fingers and the other guy looking like he licks the end of the brush. Are you using those flavored paints? If so, I want to paint. They are not flavored. However,
They have flavor.
they have flavor.
They have flavor.
You get used to the paint licking, really. It just
Yep.
kind of.
It's
Well.
okay. In the past week, we've had 2 articles that both say brush licking is just fine.
Just fine. And I'm actually pretty happy I don't have paint all over my hands. That's not a
win.
norm.
You
It's a
know,
win
I'm
for you.
not there yet.
Alright.
Yeah, I've maintained clean hands.
And you've been doing really good brush technique then, yeah? Just enough.
Sure, we'll say that.
We'll say that, yeah.
We're, you know. I haven't tried using the color blue today, which is apparently my folly.
That's your go-to.
That's my go-to. Well, one, blue's my favorite color.
Sure.
And 2, apparently when I try to use anything blue, I just get it everywhere.
Nice.
I mean, I'm kind of getting the brown a little everywhere, but it's okay.
Dave says, he who controls the spice controls the universe.
Yep.
What company recently announced that they are getting the rights to Dune?
GF9.
GF9. Yeah, yeah. The spice must flow.
Yep. And will.
More Deeb. More
Good.
Deeb. That is hilarious.
It's going to take several generations to play.
You're gonna have to think about it for a long time.
Yep.
How's that looking, Dave?
Oh, it looks
Fantastic.
good.
Really good. Very nice.
Thanks, man.
Put it on the spinner.
I do.
My goodness.
Be proud of that.
I am pretty proud of it.
There we go. Check it out.
Yeah. The
Nice.
dented helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say nice, nice action around the dented helmet.
Nice. Thanks. I didn't go with the traditional look on the backpack. I didn't like it.
Did you find some photos of it?
Yeah, I pulled them up. I was like, I don't want to do that.
Right. Fair enough.
Was it I don't want to do that because I don't feel I can, or was it I don't want to do that because my fashion sense is better?
Yes. Yes, I'll go with all of that.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Julio says, worms. Ah, yes. John, the
yeah.
inside of Dave's stomach must have a layer of old gray pigment, sludged like the bottom of an old brush cup. Oh!
Oh wow.
Oh, gross, but maybe.
I have a feeling that it passes through you. I don't think it sits anywhere.
No. I feel like
I doubt it.
I feel like for you it'd be just like an owl pellet.
Just every now and then.
I only say it because I also did watch the Legends of the Guardians again last night.
Okay. Radio.
Thanks, Julio. He says that boba looks nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow, neat.
You sure
Looks
he was looking
awesome.
at the right book? No, just kidding.
No, yours looks sick, man. I don't care what anybody says. Yours looks good.
Apparently, I'm doing all sorts of things today that are just bothering people.
No, it don't bother me.
And by people, I mean the owner.
Hey, Anna. Glenn, hey, hello from Cape Town, South Africa. Thanks,
Hey.
Glenn.
So,
Awesome.
fun.
I tell you right now, I actually love South Africa. If
Yeah.
you haven't been there, I think
I've not
everybody
been
should
there.
go there once.
Just once?
Yeah, and go swimming with the sharks.
I want to go swimming with sharks so bad. That is on my bucket list of things
Nice.
I want to do. I want to swim with sharks.
You should.
Yeah.
Everybody should swim with sharks at least once.
I know the guy.
They're adorable. They're trash cans of the ocean.
No, I seriously do.
What's that?
I said I know the guy who feeds who takes care of the sharks at the aquarium.
Nice. Can we
Cool.
go down and
Get me
swim
an
with the
in.
shark?
Get me an in.
I'm pretty sure they don't let people swim in it.
Oh.
But you can feed them.
Oh, that would be kind of.
That'd still be cool.
That would be
Yeah,
really
let's-
cool.
Let's feed sharks.
That would be really cool.
This episode, this special episode of Painting Happy Little Minis.
Painting happy little sharks.
Painting baby shark.
So, watching these.
You have children. That's
I do.
probably your life right now.
No, it's not,
Is
thankfully.
it? Oh God.
Well, speaking of puppets,
Right, okay.
on I'm gonna throw out a spoiler if you haven't watched it yet. The CW's Legends of Tomorrow. What? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Were you planning on watching it, Leona?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay. So as I was saying, this past week they've been doing the Elseworlds crossover event. They always do a crossover event in the Arrowverse, but they did not include Legends of Tomorrow in the crossover this time, which is interesting. But so in the first episode, when they come on the ship, of course they ask the ship computer, "Have we missed any calls?" And they're like, "Yes, you've missed a call from Oliver Queen, Barry Allen, and Kyra Sorrell." And they're all like, "Huh, must have been an annual crossover event." They broke the fourth wall.
Right.
And so they are in the whole episode. They kept doing like these. They had these like time breaks, where the timeline was all jacked up, and the
Right.
legends were either like played out in like these old '80s. Like one of them had like a very A-Team-esque
Yes.
feel. Another one had a very Charlie's Angels feel segment.
Right.
But the funniest one was DC's Puppets of Tomorrow. So all the characters were
Are they Muppets?
Muppets.
Oh, no.
And
Ah.
and Constantine comes in and is like, "What the Fraggle Rock?" And what's going on here? He's like, "Oh, we just learned about sharing, and it was brought to us by the letter R, you know."
Right.
And they started breaking into song and everything. I wish we had puppets.
Dream. There was an
Like a puppet
angel
movie.
episode.
I do have 2 puppets in my office. 4 puppets in my office, actually.
There was an angel episode
Something's
that
coming.
did the same thing though. They had a cursed Muppet Sesame Street style puppet.
That was killing everybody.
Yeah, he was using humans as puppets, so everyone thought, yeah, no, it's a really cool episode.
that's a cool curse.
Yeah, it's creepy because you think it's the human being all sneaky, and then like you turn around and his hands shoved in the back of a person.
Gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But Angel gets turned into a puppet.
Angel the vampire.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he has to fight
Mm.
as the puppet.
That's awesome. James says there's a neat delay between Facebook and YouTube, and I think there's an even further delay on Twitch as well. So you get like this wonderful
Like streamers?
melodic echo.
Right.
John says, "Swim away from sharks."
No.
Shout out Warren Christmas Village. Nice. We enjoyed painting those. Those are pretty cool.
Did Vanessa painted Krampus yesterday?
Yeah, and it was amazing.
Very cool.
Walter says, "Cookie." James says, "I should post some pics of my Warren Christmas Village set." Absolutely, post those pics. Chris says, "Nah, Twitch was good. It is good."
Okay.
Just another reminder, and again, also if you're watching and you haven't joined our painting group on Facebook, we have a group called Painting Happy Little Minis, and but we are also giving this away today. If you put in the comments hashtag 40K Fanatic,
40K Fanatic.
someone will win this awesome. I'm not going to say Torox Prime.
Torox Prime, there you go.
Torox Prime vehicle.
Speak words.
I speak the words.
But you speak them
It was
real
foretold.
good.
It was foretold.
No, I don't get it.
You have to watch Legends of the Guardians,
Okay.
the Owls of Gaul.
I love that movie.
Me too.
It was so well animated.
I agree.
It was based off a book series,
Mm-hmm.
and they were supposed to have a whole movie series that went with it, but unfortunately, it came out at the same time as a lot of other Guardian things.
Yeah, Rise of the
And-
Guardians.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it just got slammed in the box office. But it was very good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and one of my favorite characters is like the porcupine anteater creature that is like can see the future, and his whole thing is it was foretold. It too was foretold.
There's some kind of like bardic type character in it too. And I don't think you really get to see a lot of his character in the movie, but in the book he actually like takes on a bard type role and ends up causing a lot of mischief.
Nice,
Similar to how a D&D bard would.
as they should.
So that was kind of like I got super excited, and then the movies didn't.
James asks, "Who remembers Greg the Bunny?" What is that from, James? I don't recall.
How old do you have to be or not be for that?
I don't know where that reference from. And Chris Cox says, Klatu Varata Necktie. Yes, the Book of Food. It's the Necronomicon.
Nom, 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 nom.
So good. Or else, Dave. It was foretold. All right. Very cool. And you all might also be wondering, why are we giving away this 40K piece? Because we have a bigger 40K prize going on Facebook right now. So after the broadcast today, if you go over to our Facebook page, Game Trade Media, the pinned post is a giveaway where you can go and do some social media entries and shenanigans. And
I'm a fan of shenanigans.
someone will win a Space Marines set. But if you go into the comments and start, if you like the post, share it, comment with your favorite 40K faction, or tag one of your friends. Every time you do a tag or a comment like that, you're going to get entered into win a Age of Sigmar prize pack as well. So lots of cool stuff in the 40K arena to get. So make sure you guys are checking all that out. Yas.
Indeed.
Carl says, Greg the Bunny, awesome Seth Green vehicle.
Oh.
Nope, don't know.
I am lost on that one. Man, you guys are pop culture punishing us today.
Was it on a like a Cartoon Network thing, or?
I don't know. It's a short-lived TV show, stars Seth Green, Eugene Levy, Sarah Silverman, and a host of puppets. I have to check it out. The only thing I really recall from the Greg the Bunny was the Count trying to modernize and changing his catchphrases to Egebla because he can't figure out. Ah, okay. Ah, 1, 2, 3. Love the dwarves. Man, dang it. Walter, when you say you love the dwarves, the dwarven faction in Warhammer, what are they actually called in?
They're called
The
dwarves.
dwarves?
I'm not sure.
I thought they had like a.
Are they the
different name.
Duarden? No, that's Lord of the Rings.
Right.
The dwarves are in Lord of the Rings. I'm not sure.
Don't mix up your dwarfs.
I know. Well, now in Age of Sigmar, you have the Caradron Overlords,
Okay.
who are kind of crazy, kind of like steampunk dwarves that have floating airships,
Yes. That was like 2 gammas ago they
which are pretty cool.
announced those.
Yeah. And there are the Fire Slayers,
Okay.
who are all sort of crazed berserkers with enormous mohawks and giant beards and not a lot of clothing.
As you are.
Yeah.
As dwarves are wont to do. Jorge Nava is on YouTube, says hi. Hello, Jorge.
Hey.
Wasn't he there last week?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. I think so.
I bet those were awesome kits, the airships. Oh, I bet.
Oh yeah, they are.
Have you done any commissions or work on any of those?
I haven't worked on any Caradron Overlords, no.
No.
But they do look fantastic.
I'll see.
Very nice.
Very cool. All right. I feel kind of awkward because I don't want to do anything more to my Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I have some minis.
There's
Oh,
there's
from
all
the
these
from the group.
things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sweet.
great. Cool.
Let's take a look at the highlights of the group this week.
The highlights Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh yeah.
People posted over the break.
Chris Gorka's
Filch.
Filch. Yeah.
Miss Filch. Yep,
So
Looks
good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Norris, the cat.
The cat
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
looks really good.
fantastic.
And this is who's this?
Fry.
Fry
I posted up.
it?
This is Commander Farsight
from
from the Tau faction. for
Tau,
40K.
okay.
Yep.
It
But
looks
this is
really
a
good.
sort of an older version and a little bit of a crossover with a couple of other models.
Oh, okay.
I painted a few Tau.
Hey, a
in the
Tiefling by
past.
Michael
Tiefling
Bull.
from Michael Bull. Yeah.
Nice. That Tiefling looks like ready for action. That looks good. I love the red.
Keep going.
Yeah. Nice.
And
This is
we
William,
priced-
Cute.
the leprechaun.
We're a couple of months early for that.
That's right.
Say this
Look
for
at the
St. Patrick's
shillelagh. The shillelagh, I'll beat you with it.
That's a
Nice.
that's a heck of a beaten stick.
Yes.
It is.
So good. Good job, William.
Dave, did you want to talk about your mini?
Boom.
Oh. No.
Well, let me ask.
Sorry.
Okay, so I do have
You
some
wanna ask some
questions.
questions? Yep.
So as we're looking at this miniature,
Yep.
and you see, did you have to resculpt those on the legs, on the upper part of the leg? Did you resculpt all those?
The thigh plates.
The
yeah.
thigh plates? Yeah.
Yeah. The originally the Boba Fett miniature has cargo pants.
Right.
It has pouches on the thighs.
Right.
So I trimmed those down and then resculpted them.
Okay.
With just put some put down a ball of putty and then pushed it out into shape and smoothed it down.
Okay. And then I saw on the back there you had expanded his cloak
Yeah.
as
yeah.
well.
So the cloak on Boba Fett, whereabouts is yours?
Right here. Yeah.
Cool.
The little half cloak thing he's got going on.
Do-do-do-do.
Hold that under the thing here. Yeah. So, yeah, he's got that little half cloak that sort of slips underneath his backpack there.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sort of a style affectation, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
With the Mandalorian image here, it kind of looks like he has a cloak, like a more full cloak around his
Around his
throat
shoulders?
there.
Yeah.
So I sort of spread that. I didn't do it exactly like the file image that we've got, but it kind of looks
Yeah, absolutely.
fairly close.
Yeah.
Looks good.
And it looks like the image of the character that you're referencing.
Yep.
It looks like he has the owl mask. more like
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember
Oops.
Sabine from Star Wars Rebels.
Sabine Wren.
Yeah, her.
Look at that. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
A new one.
Yeah, you did. Pulling it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the field of vision on that helmet though would be so limited because of the eye slats.
Oh yeah, that's tiny.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got maybe it has sensors and
Oh yeah, like a heads-up
like
display.
heads-up display inside it.
Mm.
Maybe.
Dun dun dun. Could be. Very cool. Dave, you're great. Carlson, I'll try, but I'm just a beginner. Let's see what that reference is. Here. Carl says, everyone but Dave is really cool about not over critiquing. Okay, Dave is cool too.
Who said that? Is that
Carl.
Dave? Carl?
It's Carl. That's so good.
You post your early stuff, yes.
If you post your early stuff, you'll have a place to find it and you'll see your improvement over time. That will help you when you're discouraged. We were all beginners once.
I said
Absolutely.
I said something the other day to yesterday to Ryan. I think it was Ryan Meacham was asking about the sculpting or the converting, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm kind of terrified I'm going to mess it up." And I said,
Just go for
"Don't be terrified. You're going to mess it up. It will happen." That wasn't a dig directly at Ryan. I don't know Ryan, so, but it's just a general thing. You're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
Just don't let that stop you.
Right.
Make a mistake, but always just be paying attention to what you're doing and how you've done something. Have you mixed more yellow in or mixed more
Sure.
blue into the green stuff when you're sculpting it? Did you use saliva for your lubricant? Did you use water? Did you use Vaseline or whatever?
Right.
But yeah, just have a go and work out what works for you and what doesn't work for you.
Right.
And as long as you're sort of paying attention and being mindful, you'll improve. And you'll know where you need to improve, so you can ask sort of specific questions that'll help you improve.
Julio says, I don't know if you remember a video game called Republic Commando. Karen Travis wrote some books about Mandalorian cultures and describes what the colors of the armor mean. Yeah, I remember
All
that.
right, cool.
Chris Cox says, I do, and as up and coming part of the Mercs, I enjoyed reading it. Absolutely. Chris Gorka has joined us.
Hey, Chris.
Let's see, Karen Travis's books really brought humanity to the clones. I like the ones I read. Nice. Very cool. I'm back here and take a look and see if there's any commentary on the Twitch or the YouTube. Okay. Very cool. So what is everybody getting into this weekend? There's like a lot of good movies popping out right now. We've got
So much.
we got Into the Spider-Verse. We've got
I'm excited for that.
Aquaman for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. And I've some friends of mine that have seen like early releases have really like given good praise to it. So I'm excited for that. There's some other good movies coming out.
I'm super excited for Mortal Engines.
Yes.
Oh yes.
That looks like it's going to be the new, like, just yummy
Maze
kind of
Runner?
action film that we need.
Yeah, okay.
Way better than Maze Runner.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't really into Maze Runner.
I enjoyed the first Maze Runner.
so did I.
I haven't watched the final one, the third one, and I was kind of so-so on the second. But
Okay.
I'm really excited about it because A, it's Peter Jackson
Right.
Yeah.
and his team. But also, when I was younger, I read a book, pretty sure it was by Storm Constantine,
Okay.
about floating cities.
Okay.
They sort of float around and they would raid each other for
Resources.
and that sort of thing. But it was such a long time ago, but the impression that sort of the mobile city sort of gave to me was huge. So
Yeah. That's pretty
to
cool.
me, and I still sort of nod back to that.
Nice. All right.
And I also think it's funny that it's London.
Chris says he's late to the show today. We'll forgive you this one time, Chris.
Watch out though, because it could happen that we do to you like we did to the minions.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
Aquaman is next week. I'm just really excited for it. So,
Oh, yeah. So is my buddy, Mr. Brian C.P. Steele.
yeah.
So excited for Aquaman. I think he's going this Saturday, actually.
Did he go watch the new recut of Deadpool? Because I know he's a big Deadpool fan.
One of my friends
Now you're just being
did.
cruel.
Yes, I am. Wah, wah. I see that Natasha's
to see?
watching.
Oh, my friend went to see it for her birthday, and she said that it was very fun.
Oh, the Deadpool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just
A fun idea.
a recut on it, right?
Yeah.
Where it makes it, instead of it being RPG-13 or something.
Yep.
Okay,
Kiddo's safe.
nice.
Not necessarily kid friendly, just safe.
By American standards. You know.
Yeah.
Now, with Aquaman coming out, what is everybody expecting out of it? Has everybody got like good hopes?
I expect a lot of people will be really happy and a lot of people will be really upset.
I expect for
You're
it to
speaking in
look
internet.
pretty.
Quit talking in internet.
So you have a real opinion on it, not just my.
I think everyone's going to look very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's going to be part of the film. But honestly, I think it's not going to be bad. I think it's going to be a romp. I think
agree.
it's going to be. I don't think it's going to take itself too seriously. I don't think it's going to try to be as gritty as a lot of the films are. It definitely looked very colorful in the cuts, and I think it's just going to be a fun, good action film, which is what I enjoy.
I do too.
Yeah.
I don't like action films that take themselves too serious. Just want to see my butt kicking and
Sword fighting
Yeah.
and trident throwing.
yeah.
So you think
dig
you think it's going to be a lot, I guess, lighter, a lot brighter than.
It looks a lot
recent,
brighter.
DC.
I might actually be able to see what's going on. That's
Yep. Yep. I hear you.
Natasha is in there chatting with us. She says hi, and she just got
Hey,
back from the
Natasha.
gym.
Ooh.
Walter wants to know: have we painted any superhero minis? We have not that I can remember.
not no.
Technically, when you did the repaint of,
Oh, the Hero Clicks. Yeah,
technically,
Oh yeah.
That's
I
true.
did the Wasp. Yeah.
yeah. Natasha said that she took her kids the first time to see Deadpool before the recut.
Right.
Then with the day after I got married to see Deadpool 2. Nice. Chris says, I have a couple of the Knight models from Marvel stuff.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Garrett, hello. Thanks for joining us. Chris says he has nothing finished yet, though. Stand Down Gaming is, how's everyone this afternoon? We're doing great. Stand Down Gaming, if you guys are not following them, they help support our military, veterans, and active duty members through getting them games and stuff to
Aw.
occupy their time
That's
Excellent.
awesome.
so that they don't fall down the pit,
Yeah.
as one would say.
Good.
Chris says Walmart sells a set of metal miniatures for about $15. I plan on getting them and repurposing them. Yeah, yo. Bill, I'm new to your painting stream. How long do you normally stream for? Bill, we stream for about an hour every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern till 3 p.m. And we really appreciate you joining us, Bill.
Yeah. Welcome.
If you guys are just now jumping in, you still got a few more minutes to go ahead and put down hashtag 40KFanatic, and someone will be winning this Torox Prime vehicle from Warhammer 40K. So get that in there, hashtag 40KFanatic to win it.
Head over to the Game Trade Media Facebook page and check out what you need to do to win the huge Space Marine prize that we're going on. That's are you going to draw that tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, okay. Cool. So you got less than 24 hours,
Yep,
or maybe about 24 hours.
yeah. Natasha says do they have a fundraiser link? I'd love to stream and help them with their cause. That's awesome. Hopefully, Stand Down can Stand Down if you want to post up any links, or if you just click on after the stream, click on their post there, and it should take you to their Facebook page, and you guys can marry up there and do some stuff. My husband just made a new Space Marine sword.
Oh, awesome.
Uh-oh.
That's sweet. Is it a chainsaw or a power sword?
I know they've
Natasha?
done a chainsword before.
Yeah. They did Blood Angels one, I think. But, yeah, very cool.
Very cool.
Okay.
Natasha, we need photos, by the way.
It's possible that it's under some sort of restriction.
Yeah,
If it's going to be on.
if it's going to be on one of their shows, yeah, we have to wait. But
Boo.
when we can, we'd love to see it. Cool. This was like a gladius.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'd be a. Oh, actually, it's probably a. So a power sword from the honor guard for Marnius Calgar, who's the leader of the Ultramarines.
Nice. I don't know what that means.
Neither do
They're the blue guys.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
They're kind of like the poster.
The poster child. Okay.
For Space Marines.
Okay, that makes sense.
And he, Marnius Calgar, just got a new
It's on his
miniature.
vlog.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right, so let's get his
I am
face.
really excited to see the completed version of Dave's Mandalorian because I feel like this needs to be just blasted all over the interwebs because it is sick.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, now that we know who the main actor is, we can tag him. Hey, look, it's you.
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, it's on his newest channel. That Works, right? That's his new channel. It's called That Works on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. I'm going to paint the base.
Nice.
What time we got?
We've got
almost
about
done.
3 minutes.
Oh, no.
We won't have time to finish the base.
I never have enough time. I'm always trying so hard not to be messy, and then I get rushed. I'm like, oh, gotta
Yeah.
go.
So next week, ladies and gentlemen, that all y'all out there watching, what we're going to be painting is, if you've seen the posts by Mantic Games, the
Yep.
Hellboy as a Santa Claus, we actually have that miniature
Yep.
that doesn't even come out until January.
Yeah, they're taking pre-orders for it at the moment.
Mhm.
It's when does Hellboy? I think Hellboy releases in January.
I believe it does.
It's the
yes.
Hellboy game, Hellboy the board.
And
board game.
though we did not get the cards, the play cards that go with this miniature.
No.
If you do pre-order it, it will come with a card, playable card to the game. So
Right.
this miniature is compatible to the actual Hellboy board game. So we will be painting these next week. I have put out a request that my good friend Arik, who works for Diamond,
All right.
come over. He's the brand manager for like Funko and some other toy companies.
Okay.
He's a huge Hellboy fan,
Right.
and have him come over and paint with us next week.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Fun.
And I will give away at least mine that I paint
Right.
to
okay.
one of the viewers. So stay
Nice.
tuned for that.
Excellent.
It won't be it won't be Dave. I get it. Jeez, people. But it'll be all right.
Well, just so you know as well, it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different pieces. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's because he's on this very cool sort of crazy base, and there are sort of 4 pieces for him, and then I got it wrong. So the base plus 8 pieces, and a whole bunch of
Accoutrement.
headstones. So it's all
Right.
standing in a graveyard,
Nice.
which is super cool.
Well, in his Christmas bag, there are
Yep.
skulls,
Yeah.
which I thought was
That's
super
all I
cool.
want for Christmas.
Right?
It is.
Some of those
Yeah.
those stone skulls that you can put in your fireplace.
Right.
They just keep the heat.
There we
All right. Happy holidays to all. Thank you, Walter. Bob, Sally, we need a Game Trade Media Ogre cover with Richard as the Ogre. I agree, Bob. If you guys, everybody out there watching, if you have not gone to your local comic book store and picked up the comic book by Source Point Press called Ogre, you should pick that up. It's a 3-issue miniseries by Bob Sally. He's the writer. I am the Ogre. I absolutely am. There's no doubt.
Oh, okay. It's based on you.
It has to be,
Okay.
because he captured my likeness perfectly. All right, so let's real quick show off the miniatures on the spinner. We're at the end of our broadcast today.
Does mine have to go up next to Dave's?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
there's only
well,
3 of
I
us.
got
So.
all the base colors, so needs a bunch of tidyings up to do, but we'll accept it.
Yeah.
There's not blue everywhere.
Yeah, which
true.
is,
That's
I like that coat.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
The
thinking.
colors are
I'm
very cool.
thinking with some like something to go over it to kind of dingy it up a little bit.
Man,
if
that
I had more
Mandalorian
time
looks
to do
good.
a little bit more shading and dingying up, dingying.
I think, wash, a nice brown wash
Yeah.
over it all. We'll tie it all together.
Yeah.
Touch everything up, clean everything up, and then wash it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
looks great. All right, there you have it, everybody. It's been a good time this week painting these miniatures. They look
Yeah,
great.
yeah, definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It was
and-
great to do that conversion and mess
Yeah.
around with that.
Yeah,
so if you want to
so
see
good.
how I went through and did that process, you can go back and check out Tuesday's show.
And you put did you put pictures of that up in the Painting Happy Luminis group,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the ones we showed during this show I put up on the Painting Happy Luminis group. So head over there if you are not a member,
Right, and join up.
click join and we'll
Become a
get you
member.
in.
Yeah, we get to see it there as well.
Yep.
So I always like to say the words on that note. Thank you for joining us today.
And thank you to Gretchen for bringing in the
The cultists.
the cultists.
Cultists
More
in a blanket.
snacks.
Nom, nom,
You
nom,
know,
nom.
you know what
Cultists and
my deal for Christmas is. You know, I'm gonna make.
You make all the goodies?
I'm gonna make all the
All
goodies.
right, I'm ready for
Excellent.
I'm gonna just bring
Me
them in
too.
and just set them.
Please
down.
do this.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Painting Happy Luminis. I'm Rick,
I'm Dave.
And I'm Gretchen.
and we'll see you at the game store.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.